episode of On Campus at Solano Community College. I'm your host, Courtney G, and I'm part of what is known as Taylor Day Services at the Arc-Solano, where we help adults with developmental disabilities, whether it be through higher education, volunteer work, or learning soft skills for future employment. Today I'm here with a very special guest, Luis Ramirez. Hey, Luis.
Hey, Courtney, how are you?
Yeah, it's good to have you. So, Luis, how did you get started with the Arc-Solano?
Well, how I got started with the Arc-Solano was through an organization called North Bay Regional Center, and they were the ones who gave me two options, which I could either pick job coaching, which I'll probably be on a job right now, or pick you guys. And my choice was pick the Arc-Solano, and I'm glad I picked you guys, and here I am today, and not because of you guys, you know.
Yeah. So, tell us a little bit more about who you were before the ARC and now. Would you say that you're different? Compare your old self to how the ARC has changed you.
Way back before I was in the ARC, I was a negative person, just a hood over my head, very distant and very not social much. And so, yeah, I was like that back then. But now, I'm a little changed now, actually, with no hood over my face, a little more social and positive too. So yeah, I'm glad I chose the Arc-Solano hearing today.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit more about your experience at the Arc-Solano, particularly in Taylor Day Services. You know, what does a typical day working with instructor look like for you?
Typically, when I'm out on my classes with the Arc-Solano, usually I'm at an event, volunteering, or whatever they have me do. Like, for example, volunteering, I'll volunteer at a place called Friends of the Library, and they're a little bookstore in Fairfield at the Kentucky Library in Fairfield. And with them, I help them, stack books, put stickers on books, whatever they have me do. So that's an example of what I do with them for volunteering.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever think what your life would be like without services like the ARC? You know, how have they impacted you?
Well, without the ARC, I wouldn't be who I am today, actually. I'd probably be the same person, negative, probably with the hood over my face, or doing whatever. Who knows if I've probably gotten a job, who knows. But without you guys, I wouldn't be here. But with you guys made a big impact on my life, and I'm so glad and grateful I picked you guys big time. I'm glad I did.
What would you say to someone who doesn't have services like the ARC, someone with a disability? What advice would you offer them?
Well, if for some reason you're not even going to get able to get into the ARC, it's not the end of the world. Just go to North Bay Regional Center or whatever organization that's similar to North Bay and just talk to them, and then they'll be able to help you out finding a program that suits you just based on your benefits and needs, and they'll be able to help you.
So go a little bit more into what is North Bay Regional Center?
North Bay Regional Center is this big organization I've been with for a very long time. And they're an organization that helps people with disabilities, anything really. They're there to help you find the programs that you need, and they're the ones that are actually funding the Arc-Solano, actually. So that's why I'm able to get the services that I'm able to need with you guys. So they're a big organization that helps anyone in Solano County or beyond. I don't know if they help any other counties, but they're there to help you guys get you the services you need, and they're always there for you. So yeah, that's what they are.
So what do you think makes the ARC unique? Have there been any influential people that have changed you for the better?
I know you made a big impact on me too, Courtney, but for me, the Arc-Solano is one of the most impactful programs I've ever been in, and it's been made a huge difference. And one of the people who was actually a person in North Bay, who was a North Bay counselor at Napa, at North Bay Regional Center, is an instructor named Jameer, and he made a big impact on my life, and he's been there for me every step of the way, especially in my college classes, actually. Because with him, I was able to get an A+ with mathematical ideas at Solano Community College, and because of him, I'm sitting here right now because of him, and I'm always going to be grateful to him. And I'm so happy that he's doing good at North Bay,
Yeah.
He's an amazing instructor.
I mean, I wasn't there, but everyone says they all miss him, so I'm sure he's very missed. So, do you think for someone with a disability, it's difficult to find a group or community? How have you found that through services like the ARC?
Well, unfortunately, in the U.S. and around the world, people are, I can tell you for sure, are still having a rough time probably finding a community to belong to, because it's not that easy to socialize or find groups to be with. But for me, I find a community in the Arc-Solano where I actually belong, and with them, I met some great instructors, some consumers too, actually. So with the community, I was able to find a community in the Arc-Solano, pretty much.
Unfortunately, this does happen, but when you hear stories of others being put down for their disability or treated like they don't matter, how does that make you feel? And how has the ARC shown you, not to be ashamed of who you are? What kind of things have they done to shape your perspective on those with disabilities?
Well, like I said, in the U.S. and the world, it's still happening, even to this day, unfortunately. There's still abuse, harassment, even being racist to people with disabilities. So, as unfortunately, it still happens. But if I would find someone that was in the situation, I'd give that person the horns, whoever's harassing that person with disability, because this is just not right. And so, in the Arc-Solano, once you join, you're part of the program. And with the Arc-Solano, I managed, and they're like a judgment-free zone, and they accepted me for who I am when I first started joining them, and it's been so cool,
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of disabilities, how has someone like you with a disability been on this academic journey? How has it been for you? Has it been difficult? Describe how it's been.
It's been a challenge, actually, because I had no idea the Arc-Solano provided services to come help me in classes. So when I first started at Solano Community College, it was rough, really rough, because I didn't get that much help. And in each class it's been a struggle. But over the years, now that I have an instructor like you, Courtney, and with Jameer, it's been a big impact. In each class I've been taking, I was able to pass them with a breeze. So as of right now to today, it's been good. So I'm glad that Arc-Solano gives the services to help me be a Solano,
Yeah, speaking of academics, how does it feel that you are graduating soon? Do you feel nervous, excited? What are some feelings that come up?
I feel like after completing these last classes I have, I feel like I'll accomplish everything I needed to get my degree. So I'm excited, a little nervous. Mm-hmm. Hopefully next year or soon, I get to go on stage with the cap and gown and get my degree, Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to graduating really soon.
Amazing.
I really am.
Yeah, so I heard you're majoring in liberal studies. Tell us about your interest in books. What are your future career plans? Any steps that you've taken so far or anything with the ARC that you've worked on?
Right now, it's a work in progress. But hopefully when I get this degree, my dream is to work at a public library, maybe in backup of what's possible, or whatever this degree gets me in. But my biggest hope is to have my passion for books with this degree, and I hope to be a library assistant with this degree and hopefully help people and be close to the passion I love more, which is books, because I just love turning the page or like feeling like you're in the story, Mm-hmm. So for me, my passion is for books, and that's what I'm hoping to get from my degree.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, give us a time when others in the program allowed you to get out of your comfort zone in the ARC and maybe socialize, get out of your circle a little bit.
Well, I know it usually be the consumers actually, but surprisingly it was the instructors. And trust me, they've been a lot of times already been trying to get me out of my comfort zone, and they have been somewhat successful, but they have big time. So with the instructors, they've been a big impact on my life, and it's a little easier to socialize with them, and I'm able to talk to the consumers. So for them, I think the biggest impact are the instructors helping me my socializing. So because of them, I'm able to socialize a little more now. So it's a little easy, but it's a work in progress,
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So what is your favorite memory with ARC?
The best memory I ever had with them at the ARC was going to disco at the Capitol. Because I don't know if you were there yet, but when I went to Sacramento with the Arc-Solano, I got to protest, voice my rights at the Capitol, where I talked to the secretary, the senator's secretary, since unfortunately, you're not always allowed to speak to the senators directly, but to them, I voiced my concerns and told them that if they shut down the program, the programs, they're gonna get the horns because I'm not the only one who needs the services. Other people in the program of the Arc-Solano also voiced their concerns too, and they spoke about why they don't want their services shut down. And luckily, we've been able, to get services we need. But that's not all why they did actually. I also got to dance at the Capitol too, which was a surprise. They actually had that actually, where I got to do silent disco, headphones on my head, mingle with other ARCs programs, because the Arc-Solano was not only there actually. This was like a big crossover event where other ARCs across California came to one spot and had fun, protest. So for me, the Disco Capitol was the best memory I've had in a long time actually.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So one last word from you, Luis. What's one thing you would say to the ARC consumers and staff if they're watching this right now?
If you guys are watching this right now, all I say is I'm happy that I'm hopefully an inspiration to not just the ARC, but the other people across California, other programs. So for me, I'll say this: just be yourself, do what you believe, what you want to do with your life, and don't let anyone ever tell you about who you are. Just do what you do, and trust me, you'll do better like how we are at the Arc-Solano.
All right. As you can see here, Luis is proof that anyone with a disability can achieve whatever they set their mind to with the right resources at their side. If you or someone with a disability is struggling to find resources, visit the link below. Thank you, Luis.
You too. Yes.
Thank you.
Have a good one.